Hello everyone, hello the Blues. Welcome to Austin Football Talk channel. Welcome back to another brand new video, and I hope you guys are doing well. It's another brighting day. Good morning all. Good morning my viewer all over the world depending on your location. Yes, your man and the only man Austin are back once again with another expose. The hour we are waiting are getting closer. Today is another match day, but it's not for the Blues. I'm talking about the Chelsea. Chelsea will back in action after international break. So hold that for we'll back on that. But now today, we're going to focus, our attention in a FIFA international break because a lot of match, a lot of action is going on. Uh, Even at this moment, a lot of action is going on in the Europe, in the South America, North America, and also in African soil. A lot of action is going on FIFA international break, World Cup qualify. European National League are going on, and also other international friendly match are going on. So, but today my attention is going to shift, on today match, between Rwanda and the Super Eagles of Nigeria on a big cracker at the Amazoda, what the name of that stadium in Rwanda, on a very big encounter in a World Cup qualifying match being today. So that match will kick off on the 5 p.m. local time of Rwanda. If I don't mistakenly, we'll see what happened then. So, but my attention we're going to shift on that match today. So let's see what happened today between Rwanda and Nigeria. Super Eagles of Nigeria, and a very tough match. Um, Let me say is the beginning of the Super Eagles World Cup qualifier. Despite our poor performance in the last four matches, we have been very poor. I didn't expect Super Eagles to be in the position where we are now, but that is where we find ourselves. And that is to show you that football, are not what we always think, what we all see in the past. Everything that become changing. There is no small nation in football, even though there are still people who still have more higher, in terms of the players or standard of play, who the league, the players are coming on. We still have those who are on the high level and those who are middle. We still have that, but things are beginning to change. These days, like I said, I didn't expect Super Eagles to be in the position in the last four matches, we played three draw and the one lose, 3 points. We're in the fifth position, in the second to last and the last people in the bottom. So Rwanda is top in that group nine. So we're going to take on them today in the in their own soil. So it's a very tough match, very high intensive football, and all over in Nigeria at this moment, the fans of Super Eagles of Nigeria, we are expected, today match, we are not expecting anything but a winning. It's a must match winning for Super Eagles. If they are, thinking about hoping to get a ticket for 2026 World Cup qualify. So they must match win today against Rwanda. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough game, very tough one, in that. So, but let's see what happened in the day when that hour is finally come. We see what happened. Well, and also it's going to be the first, official match of new Super Eagle head coach. I'm talking about a league challenge. It's going to be a very official match for him since he's take over, Super Eagle, the job of Super Eagle. It's very difficult task for him. It's very difficult task for him regarding our position now on the table of the World Cup qualify. In the other side, Nation Cup, I think we are through on that qualify. So our focus on now on the World Cup qualify, which is the most important one at this moment. So it's going to be a difficult one for a league. It's a big fuel tax, but I wish them so well, and I wish them, so well into their match. And I hope at the end of the day, the fans of Super Eagles will rejoice again. We put smile on their face today. We need him to be committed in today. I think the players are aware of this. They have to be, very, very committed into their match. They have to be ready, physically, mentally, spiritually, all things they need to be. Make sure they are together. Well, I like the vibe I saw in the clip on all the video clips since the arrival of the players from their various club, from Europe. I like the split. I like, the vibe on the camp of Super Eagle. And it seems like the new Super Eagle head coach, Elite Charlie, is no nonsense coach. Since he take over, I saw the way things are going on, and I believe uh, he's going to transform that in the match. Although I have saw them a little bit, when he was the coach of the national team of Mali, where he coming from, and I hope he's going to transform that kind of spirit and vibe into the Super Eagle of Nigeria, and also I hope that the players will see him as a, their boss, and I see him as a gaffer, and they obey the instruction. And the most important thing for the national team, our national team, is for the boys to put themselves together, one mind, one soul, one spirit. Be your brother keeper. You know, be committed. Show your character. Show the zeal that you want this country to be in the World Cup. You want to see yourself playing the World Cup. Which is um, most big competition when it comes to football, in football competition around the world. So tonight, Rwanda versus Super Eagle is going to kick off tonight. It's very, very going to be very in a difficult task, but we will see what happens. I hope we get, the result we needed because Super Eagle need to win today match, and also after today match, the next match is going to be against Zimbabwe in the Nigeria soil in the Godwin, what's his name, Godwin Ababio Stadium on Uyo. So these two matches is very important now. Nigeria Super Eagles needs 6 points in this most 6 points in these two matches, to make a way for them to be in the position, fighting for the a ticket of a 2026 World Cup, come next year. So we see what happened today. So I will say the journey of a ticket 2026 World Cup for Super Eagles begin today despite our last 3 game or 4 match, very poor. Like I said earlier, very, very poor result for us. But today, the journey started. Let's see what is going to happen today. So, but the question is, can a Super Eagle take up this difficult task to the next level? Can Super Eagle get ticket for the World Cup 2026? Can Super Eagle match with their opponent today, Rwanda, and make sure they get crucial 3 points today? That is question. And also for you, my viewer out there, you can leave your comment in the comment box down below. Your prediction. Do you see Super Eagles to qualify for the next year FIFA World Cup? In a come next year, do you see Super Eagles of Nigeria beat Rwanda in their own soil tonight? In the FIFA World Cup qualifying match. So I want to hear your comment in the comment box down below. And also, do you see the new head coach of Super Eagles as a man to take the Super Eagles in the next level? Remember in the beginning, a lot of speculation, a lot of talk have been going on about him regarding our national team coach. But for me, I saw the vibe, I saw the spirit, and I know him a bit when he was the national team coach of Mali. We saw what he does in the African Cup of Nations. The past Cup of Nations ended in the Ivory Coast. So I hope we transform that into the Super Eagles. So let's see what happened tonight between Rwanda and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's going to be a very high intensive football. I wish the Super Eagle well, and I wish them well into their match. And I hope at the end of the day, the smile will be in our face as a Nigeria, as the supporters of the Super Eagle of Nigeria. Because when it comes to football, football is the only thing that unites all Nigeria together. Football is something that it keeps the people of Nigeria and millions of people of Nigeria, happy. People being happy, rejoice, regarding what is how things are going on in our own dear country, Nigeria. You know, but that is not the why I'm here. But we know we are not going to hide, or we are not going to say we don't know how things are going on in Nigeria at the moment. People are struggling, so many things, hardship, things have been going on. So football is one of the things that they bring us together, happiness, trying to forget some things. So we hope today Super Eagle will do it once again for the fans, all the million fans of Super Eagle of Nigeria. A lot of criticism, on Super Eagle. That we used to see that, even when the Super Eagle, a lot of criticism because we love football. So tonight we'll see what happened. And let's see what happened, or who is going to be starting the match tonight. Well, until that hour come, we see what a league challenge will give us in a starting lineup. But I expected a strong lineup today, you know. So I wish them so well. So this is where I'm going to hang up, in this brand new video, and I will catch up with you guys after that match for review, and let's see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Come on, the Blues. Be in peace. Bye.